I don't think you understand, Shay. I did everything I know to do. I sold like I've always sold. I gave it everything I had, and still nothing. Really, this strategy mismatch that was going on. She was trying to piecemeal everybody's stuff and Frankenstein it together. But I told her right now in her business, no more events for now. I said no more ads for now and no more scrambling. She's smart. She's a pro at sales. She's been in the game for over 20 years. And still, after 4 virtual events, $30,000 in ad spend, and months of effort, she walked away with 0 sales. Her DMs were empty, her confidence was shot. And the worst part, she knew it wasn't the audience's fault. It wasn't her skill set. It wasn't her skills at all. It was something deeper, something structural. Today, I'm sharing the real story of what was happening in her business and what shifted when she finally stopped doing what everyone else said to do, all the bro marketing and everything you hear out there, and started building her business around what actually works. And yeah, we kind of rebuilt everything without touching another ad. Because frankly, she already spent enough money on ads. So let me paint the picture. This is somebody I met a few years ago. We had a great connection, but she decided to take someone else's program around doing events all on her own. She ran her first event in November. It was a 3-day virtual experience targeting women in personal development. One, not an easy subject to sell from, but can be done. I work with amazing personal development people, Dr. Rewire, Lisa Nichols, and they all sell from the stage. Now, she had 400 opt-ins, fantastic, solid ad performance, and the messaging that should have landed. But what happened? Kind of already know the outcome of this, but she was managing the tech and the facilitation all by herself. Her assistant had built some slides, and let's just say they didn't really match her voice. Day one was decent. Day two, we started to see a lot more drop off. And day three, she had crickets and 0 sales. But she didn't quit. She decided to do another event in December. And I love her tenacity. Same offer. Now she incorporated a co host, and that gave it a little extra energy, but still no sales. And if I'm just looking at my notes here, they had 300 invites, 20 people show at this one. And like I said, no sales. So she tried again in January. 5 people showed up, no sales. Let's do one more time. By February, she ended up scrapping the original topic altogether and pivoted to a new AI offer. Since, because, AI is all the rage right now. And guess how many people showed up? One. One showed up for the whole 3-day event. Let that sink in. 3 days, one attendee. See, she didn't have a conversion problem. She had a strategy mismatch, and it nearly cost her her business. She was doing everything that the bro marketers said to do: the ads, the fancy names, the AI rebrand, trying to squeeze all of her brilliance into somebody else's box. But in the process, what got lost? Her voice, her offer, and her power. So when she came to me, her words were this: I don't think you understand, Shay. I did everything I know to do. I sold like I've always sold. I gave it everything I had, and still nothing. But here's what I saw. In our consulting, I asked all the numbers. I asked what was happening. I asked how long the event was. I asked what the offer was. I asked what the price point was. I asked all of the questions that support me in realizing and figuring out that it was really this strategy mismatch that was going on. She was trying to piecemeal everybody's stuff and Frankenstein it together. She changed her offer 3 times. She was chasing trends like AI instead of really anchoring in her genius, which literally is sales and alignment. And she burned through $30,000 trying to buy trust with strangers instead of serving the warm leads who already raised their hand and said that they had interest in what it is that she does. So here's what we did. We stopped everything that wasn't working. And I told her, literally, from an event person, told her, no more events right now. One, I appreciate you coming to me after experiencing not having success with events and feeling that I have your back and I understand what's happening and I can look at what's happening and tell you what you need to do next. But I told her right now in her business, no more events for now. I said no more ads for now and no more scrambling. So if your offer isn't converting, don't throw ad money at it. You got to throw alignment at it. So we ended up really taking a look at rebuilding her offer from the inside out. We took what she was actually good at, teaching soulful, aligned sales, and created the Soul Sales Academy. Okay? No more trying to sell event strategy, no more forcing AI into her message. This was her real work, the thing that felt like breathing to her. And we shifted the funnel. So forget the endless 3-day Zoom events. And apparently hers wasn't even full day 3-day Zoom events. It was 2 hours a day selling into a $7,500 offer, which in and of itself is one of the red flags that I was like, nope, changing that. But that's not what she needs or her business needs right now. What it literally needs now, after 4 events and no conversions and 30K in ad spend, right now it needs clients and cash flow. So we built a lean, intentional flow that allows for a free opt-in, or if she wanted to, a short challenge, but I'm going straight free opt-in, a low ticket paid experience, a invitation into her academy, that high ticket ongoing. And really that's where I would start first instead of the low ticket and the short challenge. For her, it's free opt-in or honestly going to the leads she already has and selling directly into the academy. And then we can utilize fulfillment events to build retention of the clients she already has in the academy. So here's the kicker. I told her, start with the list. Serve your people that are in your world and in your space right now. She has a dormant email list just sitting there. She ended up gaining 400 new people into her space. So they're not cold, they're curious, but they're unconvinced. So instead of trying to sell, we flipped the script. And I suggested that she do this. She's brilliant at sales. She's brilliant at making offers. So offer to get on a call with her audience and sell their program back to them. Let them literally experience what you do best in real time. And then invite them into your new offer. So don't sell people into your program. Let them experience the result before they ever pay. Now, Here's what we structured together. Looking at it now, the names can change and all that jazz, but we're looking at calling it the Academy for now. And that is a high ticket hybrid model with an onboarding fee and a monthly reoccurring. We built it for retention, not hustle. And definitely not the launch and crash burnout cycle. So, what that means is we're looking at grabbing a community platform, something like Circle, using her AI objection handling GPT, which is custom built from her own sales scripts, and starting out planning quarterly in-person experiences, things that she can do by the ocean. She loves the ocean. She lives by the ocean, not like some stuffy hotel ballroom, and this is just for her clients to go deeper, to build relationships, and to build retention. Now, also in this offer, we're probably going to add in a couple of things like weekly calls or bi-weekly calls, depending on how she wants to structure it. But the overall experience is built for retention. We are looking for people that are wanting to go deeper and support them with that on an ongoing basis. And this also means that we can add things to it all the time. She knows a lot of people. She knows a lot of experts. She can easily bring in an expert to come and train on XYZ. Heck, she can invite me to come and train on events. She can have somebody come and train on branding, how to show up and shine on stage, and what does your custom look need to look like, right? Because once you walk into the room, that's the first thing people see, right? So that all gets added to the library of the Academy. So what this really comes down to is your offer should match your genius, not the market trend, not what's hot on Instagram, what actually gets people results. And this system gets people results. I'm in it myself. I'm in a program that literally does just this. I know it gets results. There's hundreds of people in that program, and you don't need hundreds of people every single month, right? That's the beauty of this. And so when you're looking at what's working in the world right now, what's serving people, how are they leaning in or not leaning in? They want something that's going to be secure. They want support. They want high touch. They want hand holding. How can you give that to them and still serve the masses? And now she's enrolling just real humans, loving on them, helping them sell in alignment, and rebuilding her bank account with integrity. So it's a win-win across the board, which is why I love this so much for her. So if you've ever run an event that didn't convert, or you've ever charged or changed your offer 5 times hoping that one would finally hit, this is literally your invitation to stop guessing. Reach out and get an outside perspective from an expert who is more interested in your growth than selling their own offer. Don't wait to do 4 events like she did to reach out to me. And you don't necessarily need to start over. You don't need another trend. You need and deserve alignment. And you don't need to wait, like I said, to experience 4 failed events to reach out. So you do deserve to start with your offer and then structure the container around it. Serve the people who already want what you do. They just haven't seen it clearly yet. And frankly, there's nothing wrong with your gift. You just haven't wrapped it in the offer that your clients can say yes to. And that's exactly what we do inside of Grace and Ease Productions. We help you reverse engineer your events, align your offer with your voice, and create the kind of business ecosystem that scales without burning you out. So if you're curious to see how it works, a couple of different options. One, you can download the Decision Threshold Blueprint. It's free, it's fast, and it'll help you uncover why people aren't buying yet. You can grab that by clicking the link in the show notes, graceandeaseproductions.com/threshold. You can rebuild, you can reignite, and we can help you do it with grace and ease. And of course, as always, feel free to reach out to me on all the socials. I'm happy to support you with your next best steps. Until next time, have an outstanding rest of your day. Take care. Thank you so much for listening to the Creating Powerful Impact podcast. If you are a successful coach, speaker, author, or thought leader who would like to be on this program, simply visit creatingpowerfulimpact.com/guest. If you are someone who got something out of this interview, would you please do me a favor and share this episode on social media? Just do a quick screenshot with your phone and text it to a friend or post it on your socials. Also, if you know somebody that would be a great guest, tag them on social media to let them know about the show and include the hashtag Creating Powerful Impact. I love seeing all of your posts and great guest selections. We are regularly putting out new episodes and content. To make sure you don't miss any episodes, go ahead and subscribe. Your thumbs up, ratings, and reviews go a long way to help promote the show, and they really mean a lot to me and my team. Want to know more about us? Head on over to our website, graceandeaseproductions.com, or follow me on LinkedIn, Facebook, or Instagram. Just look for Grace and Ease Productions on your favorite platform.